jeans and car rides to spots that no one knows. Good hugs and hot mugs and blankets in the cold. They're the things reminding me living life is pretty neat. And across my mind run the reasons why it's a blessing just to
I've learned that there's an art to changing, that I'm the potter and the clay, I'm the canvas and the painter, the marble that I sculpt away. Every stroke of a brush, every finger's touch is a rosy cheek of a love-struck flush, is a sunburnt wing of a heartbreak crush, is a rush, feel the rush. You're a painting Frida Kahlo, lead the muses like a Apollo, all the colors layered on kaleidoscope. You're a sculptor of Bernini, grow like branches that on Daphne, turn and living into art. Life's the Louvre and you're the Mona Lisa. Masterpieces take a lifetime. And patience is a peerless craft. It's wonderful, it's beautiful. You know who you were a year ago. Oh, paint your portrait as you grow. Every stroke of a brush, every finger's touch is a rosy cheek of a love-struck flush, is a sunburnt wing of a heartbreak crush, is a rush, feel the rush. You're a painting Frida Kahlo, lead the muses like a Apollo, all the colors layered on kaleidoscope. You're a sculptor of Bernini, grow like branches that on Daphne, turn and living into art. Life's the Louvre and you're the Mona Lisa. La la la, la la la, la 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 la. La la la, la la la, la la la. I live art, I breathe art. I myself, I am art. Artists will become what they create. I live art, I breathe art. I myself, I am art. Artists will become what they create. Live art. You're a painting Frida Kahlo, lead the music.
터널과 충주 분기점에서 속도 주춤합니다. 이후 감곡나들목에서 정체인데요. 감곡에 있는 4구역입니다.
어제 오후 강원도 고성군 비무장지대 일대에서 산불이 발생해 당국이 진화에 나섰습니다. 현재까지 우리 군
Baby, when I look in your eyes, I can see you as a child. The river gives us every good thing, and then it takes it all away. Don't take me away from you. Don't take me away from you. spent my days imagining the shape it would all take, and now it takes the shape of you. Everything takes the shape of you. Oh, my source of love and fear. If I could lose them, could you be different? Could I let the river take me? Will you take everything that I have? I'd give it all up to you and him. waiting around for you to call back. Pacing around my room and my dad. Crazy, crazy, I want you to know what you have against me. The city is not the place for us to be. 'Cause I'm trying to figure out why you hate me. Was it something I did? Yeah, I don't need to offend. I'm just waiting, I'm just waiting. Because of all of the lies, yeah, you don't need to disguise your face, your face. I just want you to know that I am rooting for you. It's okay, it's okay. I can't really take it anymore. The stress is building up inside my heart. The clock is ticking, the time is up. The way I'm feeling, I think it's done. Waiting around for you to call back. Pacing around my room and my dad. Crazy, crazy, I want you to know what you have against me. The city is not the place for us to be. I wanna find out now, 'cause you got me running all over this town. This town. 'Cause I'm trying to figure out why you hate me. Was it something I did? Yeah, I don't need to offend. I'm just waiting, I'm just waiting. Because of all of the lies, yeah, you don't need to disguise your face, your face. I just want you to know that I am rooting for you. It's okay, it's okay.
Wake up, Virginia, is your daddy home? Is your daddy home? Is your daddy home? Did he turn off the lights in the telephone? In the telephone, in the telephone. Come out, Virginia, come down the stairs. Hell, I know you're headed somewhere. Come out, Virginia, what you waiting for? What you waiting for? What you waiting for? Got your ball gown on and you lock the door, and you lock the door, and you lock the door. Come out, Virginia, can't be so bad. But who am I to say you're wrong?
you find me? The silver lining. I was blinded by the dark till you showed me where to start. Wherever the wind blows, wherever your light goes, I will follow you around. I won't let the sun go down without you. Tell me you need me, tell me you care. Show me your weakness when life isn't fair. Oh, I was a sad, sad story until you let down your hair. So even if you lose your way, I will still be there. Water your garden and write your name in the stars. You can confide in me. Tell me your mysteries. I was a shallow man who would swim with the tide, wash away with the sand. And at times there was no sign of relief, and I never understand why you rescue me. Tell me you need me, tell me you care. Show me your weakness when life isn't fair. Oh, I was a sad, sad story until you let down your hair. So even if you lose your way, tell me you need me, tell me you care. Show me your weakness when life isn't fair. Oh, I was a sad, sad story until you let down your hair. So even if you lose your way, even if we lose our way, 'cause even though I lost my way, yeah, you were always there.